Okay, I'm going to do the last video with this thoroughbred horse called Tude. The first video I did, he had about 25 or 30 rides on him, and I was using a German martingale at that time. And you can see he's really sensitive to flies. That's why he's tossing his head around. He hates the flies. But he's been sold to a friend of mine in another city, so today's my last day to ride him. So what I want to do is just walk him around here, ride him, and show you the progress I've made with him. And I want to say this horse has been a pretty difficult horse to train. I think the reasons for that are these. One, he's a thoroughbred, and as I mentioned on the first video, he's real forward, so he wants to go, and his adrenaline spikes real quickly, real easily. Second reason, maybe even more importantly, is this is an out horse. If you put any other skin with the horse, it's going to chew them up. Within 2 days, they'll look like an Appaloosa. He's just a very, what we would call a dominant horse, which means he doesn't give in easily. It doesn't mean you can't train a horse like this. It takes long, and you have to be more patient. So I've had to be really patient with this horse to train him because of that, primarily. And so we're up to about 60 rides on this horse, and what I've been doing the last probably rides is a lot of transitions, where I would put him into a trot like this, keep him collected up, and bring him back down to a walk. Walk him, then I put him back to a trot, keep him collected up, bring him back down to a walk. And I've probably been doing about 20 or 30 of these every day. Transition to a trot, collected trot, and see him fighting me still. Collected trot, and then a walk, like that. And so that's just what he needs, to teach him to control his emotions, not to try to run off, so that when he goes into a trot, he's thinking, well, I might only trot 10 or 20 steps, and then I'm going to have to walk again. And he's pushing on me pretty hard today. Haven't ridden him in 4 or 5 days, and so he's not in top form. I do have pretty good side work on this horse. And side pass him, he'll come off my leg pretty good like that. Pretty good like that. I can usually bring the front end around pretty good. I do not have spurs on this horse. The only reason I'm not using spurs on him is because I don't have any spurs that would work. I need a short shank spur, and I don't have any here with me. So rather than use a long shank spur and cause him to get real goosey, I just decided not to do it at all. So I've never used any on. I am using them on the sorrel colt because the ones I have work on him. Let me transition him up to a trot. And I would imagine that this horse's future is in the show jumping pen. I'm pretty sure that's, if he does any performance or competition, that's what it will be. And I think he'll be fine at that. I would like for him to be a little more broke than he is, but again, that's just that's kind of up to him. You can see him swishing his tail there. Let me put him into a canter. We'll go into a canter here, and he's okay. A lot better than he was. He's not trying to run off, so I like that. Bring him down to a trot. Bring him down to a trot. Bring him down to a walk. Okay. And I can get him to back up. Stop. He'll stop off my leg, back up. I can back him in a circle if he's in a good mood. Kick him there because not really wanting to get with the program. Most of that head throwing that you see is because of the flies. A little bit of it is him fussing with the bit, but most of it he just really, really hates flies. And he's a very sensitive horse. That's just who he is. He's real sensitive to things that any kind of a rein pressure, I can just lay the rein on him and he'll come off of it. So I really like that. I like his sensitivity. I like that he'll turn real easy. He'll stop pretty easy.